Jesteśmy w hotelu po gali KSW 20. Moim rozmówcą jest Karl Knothe. Hi Karl, nice. It's a pleasure for me to do it again. You had a pretty tough fight with Karol Bedorf. What can you say about your opponent? He seemed he was much less experienced than you. And what can you tell about him after the fight?
You know, the size-wise difference, he was a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be coming over here. Just the pure height and strength of him. You know, I think the experience-wise, I mean, there's no excuse. I mean, I was tired. You know, it's a lot of weight to try to move around through a whole match, and I don't know, he hit me with everything he had, you know, and I still didn't drop. So in my mindset is that, you know what, once I get my conditioning in shape, and if he wants to cut down to 205 or 185, then we'll go down that road again.
There was an accident eye gouge, right? In the first round, did it affect you?
You know, probably the rest of the first round it was a little blurry, but after that, I mean, it's part of the fight world. You deal with what comes at you, and that was part of the deal, and I just dealt with it after that. It wasn't, I'm not going to say it affected me and threw me off my game in any means.
Right after the first belt started, you came pretty quick. You tried to catch him with something. Was it a plan from the beginning?
Yeah, you know, I watched his fights and just noticed that, you know, he didn't do great with aggressive fighters, and that, you know, he backs off a lot, and he's very slow paced as the fight goes on. So I just figured maybe if I could overwhelm him right away, you know, things would go more in my favor. But like I said, in doing that, I lost my own gas tank. So
you said before the interview your back is killing you. Is it because something happened during the fight?
You know, I don't know if it's just because of the 17-hour flight over here and the beds over here or whatnot, but it's just like since I got in here, my back's been tight. So, you know, I'm not going to use, like I said, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. It's just tight right now, and we'll see what happens when I get home tomorrow, and I'll get back to the drawing boards and I'll reevaluate what's going to happen.
Did you already talk with someone from your home country? Did you see some messages on your Facebook?
Yeah, I saw a lot of messages on my Facebook, friends wanting to know what's going on. I talked to my girlfriend. She just kind of wanted to know how everything went, and just kind of getting in touch with the parentals here pretty soon, and just kind of let them know that everything's all right, I'm good, and I'll be home in 17 hours.
Okay. And you said about cutting weight, getting in shape. Does it mean you could do it better if you could you do better shape, and would you do better?
Yeah, like I said, I put the brakes on to this fight when I found out about it, and like I said in our first interview, I've been jumping from gym to gym. I had a couple gyms close, so I think in that part that did affect me in my actual training regiment. So, you know, I'll just, like I said, I'm going to get back home. I'm going to get on the phone with a few people. I'm going to reevaluate what's going to happen. I'm going to get my, you know, my strength and conditioning up even more, and then I'm going to get my actual sparring and training on track. And once that goes, I mean, everything will pop, and I'll be back at 205 and hopefully back on my winning streak.
Okay, thank you, and have a nice trip, and good luck with the future fights.
Thank you, appreciate it.